best man for you. I am the best man for you. And I'll do anything you want me to do. If you tell me clean the house, yes, baby. If you tell me hush my mouth, yes, baby. If you say I cannot go, yes, baby. I will never, never, I'll never tell you no. Yes, baby. Everything you say is yes, baby. Oh.
DBS, the nation's #1.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
Good morning. In the headlines, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit is reporting an improvement in revenue for Dominica in the 2024-2025 financial year. Police officers in Trinidad on leave urged to report for duty amid state of emergency. And Los Angeles wildfires approach Hollywood sign with Sunset Boulevard in ruins. The details in a moment.
Ho, ho, ho! Softweave has something special for you. Introducing Softweave's new Christmas design paper towel. Now this is your chance to win big for the season. Purchase Softweave's Christmas design paper towels and get a chance to win one of 9 amazing prizes. Prizes include $1,000 cash, $500 cash, shopping vouchers, hams, and turkeys. Ho, ho, ho! So hurry now. Grab your Softweave Christmas design paper towels and win big. Make this season merry and mess-free. Softweave Christmas edition. Promotion ends January 31st. See in stores for details.
Terms and conditions apply.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
DBS News.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I am Ivona John Baptist Luge. First off this morning, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit is reporting an improvement in revenue for Dominica in the financial year 2024-2025. He says the figure is encouraging.
Our revenue for the first 6 months of the financial year for 2024-2025 is better than the same period of 2023-2024. Our revenues are doing much better in this financial year so far than it did in the previous financial year, which is a sign that money is being spent in the economy. We've seen an increase in the corporate tax in Dominica. This is why we look in 2025 to look at addressing the corporate tax and maybe reducing it from what it is at 25% now to lower, so that we can keep more money in the private sector's hand, and we hope that they can invest more so that we can increase the tax base of the country. And also in 2025 we'll be looking at a further review of the minimum wage, so as to allow persons who are reliant on the minimum wage payment schedule to be able to be given a better pay, so that they'll be in a better position to withstand the increase in the price of goods and services in Dominica.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. The Public Service Union is to place greater focus on its men's network this year. General Secretary of the PSU, Thomas Later, says the challenges facing men call for action to protect Dominican men.
We had a very successful meeting about 2 weeks ago, where we had almost 20 men coming up for that meeting, and we want to concentrate very much, because you see, when we look at what is happening in Dominica, our young men are going astray. It's a lot of crime. It's a lot of violence. People are not father figures. People are not accepting their responsibility in terms of education. Our young men are not taking advantage. And when it comes for promotion at the workplace, in a number of instances, they are not preparing themselves. They are not equipping themselves for that. So we want to be concentrating on our men's network, as well as our shop steward network, because a union can be strong if the members are strong. And one of the people that can help in making the members is the shop steward. So we are going to be concentrating very much on our shop steward network. We have already started doing some work towards the end of January to bring shop stewards and potential shop stewards together so that we can get that going. We want to strengthen the women's arm of the union, the women's group under the guidance and leadership of Sister Delia Wicks. They are organized, but we want that to be stronger, as well as the youth arm.
General Secretary of the Public Service Union, Thomas Later. In more news this morning, the Electoral Reform Coalition says it intends to reject 3 electoral reform bills in their current form. 3 electoral reform bills were taken to Parliament for the first reading only in December and are expected to be passed in Parliament in the first quarter of this year. The Electoral Reform Coalition issued this statement last week.
The Electoral Reform Coalition is resolved that the bills are unacceptable in their present form, and unless they are reviewed and amended as necessary and acceptable, the struggle for electoral reform will continue unabated. During this month of January 2025, the Electoral Reform Coalition will upscale its activities to sensitize and educate the nation on the reasons why the electoral reform bills tabled in Parliament are unacceptable and how they must join the movement to demand what has been proposed and is acceptable. The Electoral Reform Coalition reiterates its position that any electoral reform bill that does not adequately address the vexing issues of campaign financing, complete voter re-registration, cleansing of the electors list, voter identification cards with biometric data, unambiguous residency qualifications for voters, among other relevant concerns, will be rejected and will further intensify the campaign for genuine electoral reform that results in free and fair elections for the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
The Felix of the Electoral Reform Coalition. Meantime, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has condemned the decision by a Dominican organization which wrote to the OAS over government's plans to pass 3 electoral reform bills in the first quarter of the year.
A group in Dominica wrote to some international organizations. They wrote to the Human Rights Council at the OAS, and we've responded to them. They were completely and absolutely, this organization was completely and absolutely out of place. And their requests to us were completely out of the provisions of the charter. And we have responded to them. I intend to make a copy of their letter to us and our response to them made available to the public. so the public can assess their letter and assess our response to them. We have a constitution, we have laws in Dominica. Every international organization must understand that we are a law-abiding country, and we are not subjected to international decrees. Yeah, we have a constitution, and the constitution makes provisions for the Parliament of Dominica to pass laws.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Inmates at Stock Farm Prison have encouraged Dominica's youth to refrain from a life behind bars. The inmate spoke to DBS Radio during a live broadcast at Stock Farm Prison on Sunday.
But we want to send a message out there to the people in society also, and to the people in power. We in jail, we commit a crime. Some of us is maybe because of a mistake, you understand? But that's not the life we want it for ourselves. Now we in there, we need people out there to work with us, because at the end of the day we're going back in society. Because in jail, when you watch all them young men, me is my first time in there, when you watch everybody there, some of them come in the jail more than 7 times. And some of them is good people. I there with them every day. Some of us is good people. We just need the help. You understand? We need the support. That's a prison. Well, after we finish burn jail, we're back in society. We have children to raise. We have our community to build. So we need the help.
But now, being in this place, you actually can make you come better, it cannot make you come worse. Because being inside there, you could do a lot of soul researching and see where you have been going wrong in life, your mistakes is, and see how we can correct it. But by the end of the day, the choice is up to yours. If you want to do better for yourself or not. You understand? Now, there's a lot of people out there, when people come out from prison, they like to discriminate them, look down on them. Sometimes they try to find a little job, people rejecting them, telling them come out around them and them kind of things. But there are a lot of people I know that come in jail, and when they go out there, they do better for themselves. So I don't want to tell people out there, when a young man comes from prison, I know they see trying to do better for himself, but please give him an opportunity, man. Give him a second chance.
So I would like to send out a positive message to the youth and them outside there, that prison is not a good place, because it's 21 years since I've been making prison here, and I haven't achieved anything from here. So being out there, having a child, having a job, that would be a better thing for you. And committing crime and smoking drugs and dealing with drugs, that brought you to prison, and that's just not a good place.
Well, the message I would like to really share outside there is that I know things can be really hard outside there, especially during these times presently now, and I would like everybody to really take their time and think before you act, because I mean up there, prison is a very hard place. It's a waste of time, a waste of delicate, precious time. And right now I face a sentence of 26 years, and I do 18, and I can tell, brother, it's really, really, really hard. So yeah, it's a waste of time, I'm telling you. I could be outside there doing a lot of things, accomplishing. When you sit down and you reflect, yeah, you can think a lot better and do a lot better,
This afternoon message is all about staying away from prison, being a good person, and keeping ourselves to be good always. It is because I am wrong while I'm in prison, so I can say to those that listening, be strong. If they're in prison, be strong, and things will work out the way it's supposed to work out, from being focused and being strong.
Inmates at the Stock Farm Prison, and Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has announced a decision to relocate the Dominica Export-Import Agency, Dexia. He says there are plans for a Dominica house on the site of Dexia.
What we're just going to do is to move Dexia out of town and to rebuild that structure to have it as a Dominica house where all local products in Dominica, made in Dominica, by small business people could be utilized. So you have close proximity to the ferry terminal, to the cruise ship village, to the Roseau, to the main shopping areas. So that's something we'll be looking at, to put Dexia out, because we should not allow Dexia to have this as rice and sugar selling. They could go out of town and do that. And to turn this building into a modern building, retrofit it so as to allow for each Dominican to have a little space where anything you want local, you can go there and get your gifts and get your supplies there. So it's something that we're looking at as well.
Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. News from the region. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on Wednesday issued a call for all police officers on vacation to report for duty, as it commended members of the public for their cooperation as the country continues to be under a state of emergency. Assistant Commissioner of Police Richard Smith told a news conference that the police service has increased operations since the state of emergency was declared on December 30 last year. Smith said that for those who do not come out, the police service has its disciplinary process by which it would be able to proceed against them, and if found wanting, then the service will have charges laid against them. But he acknowledged that there are officers on leave for various reasons and for many months, but have heeded the call to report for duty. Earlier, Deputy Commissioner of Police Junior Benjamin told reporters that the police have made a significant dent in criminal activities since the state of emergency. The measure was imposed following a shootout among rival gangs outside a police station in the capital, when Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley telling a news conference last Friday that the authorities had also received information of retaliatory actions that would more than likely occur in the days to follow. On the international front, at least 5 wildfires are raging in Los Angeles and neighboring counties, that is. 3 are completely uncontained. A fire that broke out in the Hollywood Hills on Wednesday is approaching the world-famous Hollywood sign, while buildings along the city's Sunset Boulevard are in ruins. A fire chief told the BBC the Hollywood Hills blaze is rapidly expanding with zero chance of containing it. Paris Hilton is among the A-list stars who have lost their homes. 5 people are confirmed dead and more than 137,000 people have been evacuated in what has become the most destructive wildfire in LA's history. That's news. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Not only does it make your white the cleanest and brightest, the benefits of using Clean and White bleach are endless. The sterilizing property of Clean and White bleach is beneficial for several household purposes. Clean and White bleach has the ability to remove mold and mildew from hard surfaces, serve as a disinfectant for household items like your kitchen and bathroom area, and even your baby's toys. Clean and White bleach is available in various sizes at Fine Food. Call 617-6342 or order on Click and Collect your Clean and White bleach today. Clean and White bleach available at Fine Foods and sold island-wide.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Searching for the perfect Christmas gift this season. Give your loved ones gifts that grow, gifts of lasting joy. At the National Bank of Dominica Limited, we are offering exclusive holiday deals on pre-approved credit cards and unsecured loans to help you build a secure future for those who matter most. Sign up today and you can win a $1,000 shopping spree this holiday, sharing gifts that grow and joys that last with the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Visit us today on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or at any National Bank of Dominica Limited branch. Let us help you unwrap your financial dreams. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the Morning Sports Report. We start off with cricket news. Jasion Alexander hit a half-century to power the Soufriya Knight Riders to a 10-wicket win over the Dr. Mark Risers as the Honorable Kasani Laville Maho Softball T20 League got underway in Maho last night. Dr. Mark Risers posted 121 for 7 in 20 overs batting first. For Dr. Mark Risers, Terry Ogis hit 67. For Knight Riders, John Matthew took 2 for 11 and Sawan Locker 2 for 16. The Knight Riders made 122 without loss. Clem Nicholas hit 54 not out and Jasion Alexander 62 not out. Cricket West Indies has announced the women's squad to compete against Bangladesh in their upcoming inaugural bilateral white ball tour of the West Indies from the 19th to the 31st of January. The tour will feature 3 CG United One-Day Internationals and 3 T20 Internationals, all scheduled to take place at Warner Park in Bath Stairs, St. Kitts. This marks the West Indies women's first ever bilateral series against Bangladesh, and it is Bangladesh's first bilateral series tour of the Caribbean as both teams continue their preparation for upcoming ICC events. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has announced that negotiations are ongoing to source light fixtures for the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. The Prime Minister emphasizes that improving the lighting of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium is a priority for the government.
So we have a proposal, as we've said, from a supplier of the light fixtures. What we're doing now is negotiating a better price with the supplier of those light fixtures, and I believe that very soon we will sign the contract for the effecting of the lights. This is priority number 4. Okay, so the funding is not an issue. It now is just a negotiation of the details, and then we will move towards signing, and so that we can mobilize for the erection of the lights. So this is priority number 1 for us, where sports is concerned. Any money we have, we're going to put it for that to the lights because it's so important and crucial for hosting international games and also even during the Curl Festival for enhancing the safety and enjoyment of the patrons there. So this is priority number 1 for us, and I'm hoping by next time we speak, I'll be in a position to tell you that we actually signed the contract to supply the lights and place the lights at the stadium.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Nikita Miller says he's hoping to have a noticeable influence on the West Indies team's spin bowlers as he takes up the role of an assistant coach for the 2-test cricket tour of Pakistan. West Indies are scheduled to play a 3-day warm-up match starting Friday, January 10. The opening test against Pakistan is set to begin on January 16 in Karachi, while the second match is to start on January 24 in Multan. Largely due to security concerns, it is the West Indies team's first tour of Pakistan in nearly 2 decades. The home side won that 3-match test series 2-0 in 2006. The current West Indies squad, guided by head coach Andre Kohli and captained by Craig Brathwaite, comprises left-arm finger spin bowlers Jomel Warrican and Gudakesh Moti and off-spinner Kevin Sinclair. The inclusion of the trio is intended to give the West Indies bowling attack sufficient coverage on the tour, with conditions in the Asian subcontinent traditionally favoring spinners. The 42-year-old Miller, who Cricket West Indies said was a coaching replacement for Rayon Griffith for this series, noted that the Pakistan tour provides a platform on which the slow bowlers can shine. The 2024-2025 National Volleyball League will open this weekend. The league will officially begin on Sunday, 12th January at the Masak Indoor Sports Facility from 3 p.m. President of the Dominica Volleyball Association, Albert Loblack, says he is optimistic about this year's league.
We expect majority of the teams that we had participating last year to be there. This year, we are looking forward to a bigger and better league because of the tremendous success that we have had last year in our activities in terms of the senior men competition where they placed second, and the success in the beach. We're looking at the talent of these players transcending into this year's league. We also know that a number of the teams have been in training and they were eagerly looking forward to the opening of the league. So we're looking at some exciting play and better performances this year from the players.
And that was the president of the Dominica Volleyball Association, Albert Loblack. Head coach of the West Indies team, Andre Coley, says the team is preparing to give a good account of itself in the upcoming 2-match test series against Pakistan. The 2 test matches will be played from January 17 to 29 at the Multan Cricket Stadium. The series, which marks the final installment of the 2-year World Test Championship cycle, will see the West Indies playing a test series in Pakistan for the first time in 18 years. Coley spoke with CWI Media ahead of training sessions in Pakistan.
A new series, a new opportunity. We haven't played a test series or a test match in Pakistan for a few years. So we're all looking forward to it, to the challenges that it will pose. Yes, it's a little cooler than what we would have been accustomed to in the Caribbean, but we are also prepared for that. And having arrived in Pakistan, we continued a bit of recovery. And then we start training tomorrow. And then that would lead, after a couple of days, that would lead into the 3-day match that we have as part of our prep ahead of the test series. We're not going in our prep with any expectations. When we go there, we'll assess the conditions. That's the whole idea of having some prep time ahead of the test series. Sometimes you could go into a series, go into a condition that is potentially a bit different from, what you used to at home. But we're going to make sure that when we get on the ground that we assess what the conditions are, then we prepare. And then based on what we expect in Multan, we would then continue to shape our preparation around that. The focus shouldn't be around creating history. It's around using the learning from 2024, that consistency that we've been searching for over the last 12 months, being more consistent around how we want to play the game, the brand of cricket that we want to play. Different people in the squad who would have missed out on opportunities before. Use this as an opportunity to be better and do it in conditions that some instances could be different. We have seen in the past where, Pakistan would have prepared pitches that were good for batting. They would have assisted pace. And then most recently against spin, against England, prepared a surface that is spun. So for us, it's about us preparing so that whether it is a pace or spin-friendly track, that we are equally prepared to give a good account of ourselves here.
Head coach of the West Indies Test team, Andre Coley. That's how we end the DBS Morning News and Sports. We'll have more news and sports in the 1:15 newscast. Before that, we'll have a preview at 11 o'clock. Of course, another major package at 6. On behalf of the News and Sports departments and our links personnel, Hazari Williams, I am Evola John Baptist Luge. Good morning.
Searching for the perfect Christmas gift this season. Give your loved ones gifts that grow, gifts of lasting joy. At the National Bank of Dominica Limited, we are offering exclusive holiday deals on pre-approved credit cards and on secured loans to help you build a secure future for those who matter most. Sign up today and you can win a $1,000 shopping spree this holiday, sharing gifts that grow and joys that last with the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Visit us today on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or at any National Bank of Dominica Limited branch. Let us help you unwrap your financial dreams. Terms and conditions apply.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS.
It is 29 minutes before 8. Time now for the weather report brought to you compliments Big Edge Financial. Stay tuned for the weather report, and right after that we will have the announcements on the community bulletin board.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face, at least when it comes to your waning finances. You've got the edge, help is coming your way. You've got big edge for those days when you're running low. Big edge is the place to go. Big edge, the cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plans. Big edge, cash in a flash.
And we join Karen Basil Lawrence for the weather report for today, Thursday.
Good morning. The weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for today, Thursday, January the 9th, as recorded at 7 a.m. Today, the weather is expected to be fair to occasionally cloudy with isolated showers, and tonight, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with a few showers. At 7 a.m., the weather at Douglas Charles was fair. The winds were coming from the west-northwest at 5 knots or 9 kilometers per hour. The air temperature was 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. There was no rainfall measured yesterday at Douglas Charles. The rainfall total for the month so far is 61.3 millimeters. The sun will set today at 5:51 p.m. and will rise tomorrow at 6:35 a.m. The next high tide today will be at 11 minutes after 11 this morning, and the next low tide at 6:43 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A weak high-pressure system is the dominant feature, resulting in a relatively dry atmosphere. However, shallow cloud patches are expected to result in occasionally cloudy skies with isolated showers over Dominica and the islands to the north of the Lesser Antilles. Meanwhile, a trough is expected to support some scattered showers across the islands to the south. Slight to moderate seas are expected during the next 24 hours with waves peaking near 5 feet. An increase in northerly swells can again be expected during Saturday. The synopsis, a high-pressure system is the dominant feature. Today's weather is expected to be fair to occasionally cloudy with isolated showers. And tonight, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with a few showers. The winds will come from the east-northeast through to the east-southeast at 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. The seas will be slight to moderate in open water with waves of 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. For up-to-date information on weather conditions, visit our website at weather.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service. Follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met. You can also add us to your WhatsApp channels. Our number is 618-3469 or call 266-4490 for further information. From the Met Office at the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Karen Basil Lawrence.
Thanks to Karen Basil Lawrence for the weather report for this morning. Today, Thursday, brought to you compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow, Dominica.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
24 minutes before 8 o'clock, it's time for the general announcements on the Community Bulletin Board. Brought to you compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Doudou, ou te oblige an bawa se mwen mitan la oui ouzo kon sa? An wale kote Valley Engineering pou wanje zafen.
Get back on track. At Valley Engineering, we offer a wide range of high-quality auto spare parts designed to keep a vehicle running smoothly and efficiently. We offer the best parts and accessories at affordable prices. Ensure safety and reliability for every journey. Come to Valley Engineering. Our experienced and knowledgeable staff will gladly assist you. Call 448-5008, 448-2279 or 615-1310. Valley Engineering, 64 years of service to the people of Dominica.
Valley Engineering, merci en loup, merci en chai, merci autant.
Thanks again for your continued patronage.
Now for the announcements on the Community Bulletin Board. The Comptroller of Inland Revenue Division wishes to inform all eligible persons, more specifically all government employees, who wish to have an application for tax adjustment done in respect of mortgage interest, student loan interest, property insurance premiums, and health insurance premiums paid in respect of income year 2025, that the deadline for doing so is Friday, 10th January. All are advised to do so before the deadline, as failure to do so will result in your tax being reverted to the normal tax tables. Please be guided accordingly. The Dominica Export-Import Agency Dexia is seeking information on the availability of dashing to fulfill the upcoming shipment to the United Kingdom market. Kindly call the Roseau Park House at 275-5973 or the Portsmouth Park House at 275-7092 for further information. The Parliament representative for the Dominica Labour Party Roseau South constituency, Shakira Lockhart-Hippolyte, invites residents of Egliston to a constituency meeting at Randy's Place in Egliston on Sunday, January 12 at 4 p.m. Please make an effort to attend and to be on time. Business Training Center announces registration for classes starting January 13. New new vocational courses in medical, administrative assistance, hospitality, agri-science and technology, CSEC math, English and office administration, Excel and QuickBooks, Cambridge College diplomas in project management, secretarial duties, human resource, bookkeeping, essential everyday English, accounting and finance, Penn Foster College diploma in plumbing, short courses in marketing and sales management, stores inventory and warehouse management, after school program for children. To register, visit www.btcdominica.com or WhatsApp or call 767-612-0205 or 448-0248. And the parliamentary representative for the Dominica Labour Party Rose Ossoff constituency, Shakira Lockett-Hippolyte, invites residents of Lubeer, Madral, Forbower, Wallhouse and Castle Comfort to a constituency meeting at the Lubeer Village Council on Monday, January 13 at 6 p.m. Please make an effort to attend and to be on time. The general announcements on the Community Bulletin Board were brought to you compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Do you remember when Pan was king? Well, the Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development and the Cultural Division presents Pan in the City Street Jump Up in memory of the late Wilfred Poncho John Baptist, Edward Andre and Alan John Baptist on Friday, January 24th, 2024 at 6 p.m. on the Bayfront. There'll be guest performances by Pan in Harmony, Pussy Culture, and guess what? Quan, Little Boy, Shally will be there, backed up by Stilpen. It's Pan in the City Street Jump Up. Let's relive the memories of the good old Pan music.
The Dominica Calypso Association, Flo, and Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited present the 2025 Calypso competition, beginning with the Calypso Eliminations on January 11th, 2025. Come for the laughter at the Calypso Eliminations on January 11th on the forecourt of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. So turn up to hear the new tracks drop. Come for the fun. The Calypso Eliminations on the forecourt of the Windsor Park Sports Stadium, Saturday, January 11th, 2025. Brought to you by the Dominica Calypso Association, Flo, and Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. The Calypso Eliminations, Saturday, January 11th, 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
We gas, no gas, we tired ball.
DBS Radio on the go. www.dbcradio.net. Click the play button at the top and you're good to go with the nation station, DBS Radio. The nation station, DBS Radio, says thank you to you and to everyone for choosing the nation station, DBS Radio.
You're listening to DBS Radio. It is already 16 minutes before 8 o'clock. Francois Security now offers new features led by special consultant Trevor Morrow, security survey and risk analysis, consultancy, private security training for officers, supervisors, and managers. For all your security and escort services, Frostwell Security is here to protect and to serve. Call 448-8909 or 235-8909.
In a world filled with mobile phones, tablets, and computers, one may ask, why radio? DBS